Akai Dalia. What do you think this is, guys?
Penis?
Where do you see penis in this, Jackson? With Valis, I can get it, okay? Yes, I rewatched that opening to the lecture, but Akai...
It sounds like an anime.
Penises.
Yeah,
I know what it is.
Hey
guys, can you see? Yeah, you can see
footage, live footage.
Hey guys. Whoa. So we decided to do this webinar remotely because I've been feeling a little under the weather. So I'm at my house right now, not doing this. So just to keep healthy.
Would you mind turning down?
Good news for you.
What?
Because you were feeling sick, I decided I would also come over here and help you with the broadcast.
But I thought you were going to get sick too.
Would you mind turning down the sun behind you?
Roland, why is the sun localized entirely?
It might not be a good idea to show footage of myself anyway.
That's the problem. You can't see it anymore.
I don't want to be associated.
What are we going to do?
Any of this. I don't, because I might have to deal with some internet drama or something. It might be too cringe for people. So yeah, this is Akai Dalia, presented for Shaka University. I want to start off this lecture with a hypothetical for you all. So let's say it's the year of our Lord 2013, and you're a part of the Sonic community.
Oh God! That's my nightmare.
So in 2013, it was already known that the Sonic community was kind of cringy, not based, little weird. But before, like in 2007, this was already commonly known. But 2013 was around the time when it became mainstream. Like Bill Maher would have known it by then. He wouldn't be talking about it, but like most people knew about it by this point. And so because of that, there are like 3 tiers of Sonic fans, right? You have your average Sonic enjoyer, which is like, wow, Sonic is really fast. These games are pretty cool. You have second stage Sonic fan, which is, wow, this character is so cool. I want to do a whole lecture on him. and then we have terminal Sonic syndrome, which is, wow, Sonic is pretty hot. But so you basically have these 3 levels of Sonic fandom, and because the late stage Sonic syndrome havers kind of make up not even the majority of the fan base, but just the loudest sector of it. The people who are just like enjoying the games feel the need to push that part away from them. And they do that by calling out the weirder parts of the fan base. And this sort of starts like, it becomes like a normal part of the culture to just call out other fans for doing weird shit. Even if you're a weirdo yourself, you just call out other people doing weird shit because that's just what's expected of you now. This started to culminate in the rant video where people would just talk about some Sonic fan and how weird they are. So yeah, introducing our main protagonist of this lecture, Jane Akai Dalia. She is a Polish Sonic artist.
I'm already uncomfortable.
Oh God, you might need to brace yourself for a bit. So she first became popular for making a Sonic X Shadow Yaoi comic, where Sonic is a vampire who gets pregnant and Shadow is the daddy.
What? Is it sad that I'm not even phased because I have also been in fandoms where like this shit is the norm?
That's not sad at all. In fact, you understand my pain.
Yes, I understand your pain very well.
So this artist would go on to make their own character called Akai. Now Akai is a furry. The art's pretty cool. Like, I mean, like, I like this.
Nipples.
And okay, so the main thing is Akai's boyfriend is Sonic the Hedgehog, who's drawn like Frank Miller's Batman.
He looks like Crash Bandicoot on steroids.
I was thinking that.
Oh wait, yeah, his head. What the fuck is going on here?
I'm personally a fan of the tattoos.
So yeah, Crash Bandicoot, very weird boy. Sorry, Sonic, very weird boy. This is a very weird person making very weird art of a very weird character. None of this is morally questionable, mind you. This is all just really weird and really funny.
Oh, cool! It gets morally questionable. I'm so excited.
Foreshadowing. Can't wait.
So, because this is a weird part of the fandom, we need a rant video on this. So, introducing the Akai Dalia Rant from 2013. We have our two main antagonists to Akai. We got Sonic 93, whose rantsona starts as Silver the Hedgehog, but just becomes this drawing. Now, I tried to source the art I used for this slideshow. I couldn't find all of it, so I have no clue who drew this. I think it's Amy, which is our second person. But I promise you, if someone in the comments can tell me who drew this, I'll credit them 100%. I could not find it.
I can't believe
the
you
second
used art
person,
without credit, you monster.
I feel fucking guilty.
Plagiarism.
All right. So anyways, Amy Chan, right? Person in the middle. I don't really know how Amy Chan presents online. Her avatar sort of changes. This is her most recent sort of drawing, so I'm going with this character of sorts. And so they do a rant on Akai Dalia. Their main arguments are as listed. Akai is a Mary Sue. Akai looks like Amy. Jane the artist is not a fan of Tsunami and hates Amy Rose. This is because everyone points out that her character looks like Amy, and her character is shipped with Sonic when the most common shipping at the time was Sonic and Amy, right? So this person doesn't like Amy for various reasons, mostly that her character seems to get associated with Amy a lot in multiple ways. So Jane ships her character Akai with both Sonic and Shadow at the same time. And this is weird because that's two people she's dating at once.
Hey, polyamory rights.
Polyamory rights, yeah. Her fans are white knights.
No.
And then they end with Jane is improving. So, this whole rant is there's just two people talking calmly about how this character is not based. And so let's show you a little bit of how this rant looks.
Super Mario Sunshine?
Oh, it feels like 2013.
Oh my god.
2008.
I feel sick. I feel like I'm about to boot up Wizard 101.
That's a good point to make. So basically this entire rant is a Windows Movie Maker slideshow where they talk over pictures of Akai. Moving on from this, they make a second rant after this rant is
Sonic's ass.
Why are their legs so pronounced? Like just
So, all right.
Oh,
Let's get to the arguments made in this video, shall we? All of them are mostly the same. They just repeat previous arguments with new evidence. They take back that last part that Jane is improving, and they just sort of show, see, she's still doing this stuff. Jane disrespects fans who make fan art for her. This is probably the worst thing Jane does throughout this entire thing. Is she's kind of mean to her fans when they make fan art. People will draw Akai on her own, and she won't even bother with it. But if you draw Akai with Sonic, then she really likes it. But if you draw Akai with Amy, she hates it. They show off lewd Akai pics to go on she's dating two different people and she's fucking a lot. This person is a slut, and they say the word slut a lot to try and demean this person's character. And then they also point out that Akai is responding to a lot of this criticism via art. So you see in this first picture, Shadow is pointing a gun at Amy Rose. This is with the DeviantArt watermark on top of it. And I'm gonna have to appeal to our resident Shadow expert. Is this within his character?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, that's good to know. All right, on the right, because people keep on comparing Akai and Amy a lot, she sort of did a differences chart. So this is what Akai looks like. This is what Amy looks like. And it's see, they're not the same.
They don't.
And
even
it's They don't look alike. It's just like she's dark pink and the other one's light pink.
Is it because
and they're both hedgehogs?
They actually really
So they're
don't
the
look
same.
anything alike at all.
They don't look alike at all, but they will bring up this point a lot. Please keep count. This is the second time they brought up this point.
Honestly, I see how they look alike.
Because they're hedgehogs and they have different shades of pink. That's it.
And the eyes.
I guess the
That's
eyes.
part of the
That's how
hedgehogs.
Sonic works.
Are the hedgehogs? You could say all this about Shadow and Sonic.
Okay.
That is true.
All right, and then here's more art where like people are calling her character a slut, and she's like, "No, that's not true." And then this is my favorite image of them all. This is primo DeviantArt.
If you dare!
I don't know what the first half of that statement is.
Sonic's green eye.
Sonic's kind of doing the Sans thing, I guess. All right. And I gotta remind you guys that I was watching these videos as they were coming out at the time. So around this, I was like in middle school. And at the time, I was like, yeah, Akai sucks, dude. Yeah. But like, there was this weird part of me where it was like, dang, this art's kind of cool, though. Like, I kind of like this art, dude. It's kind of cool.
I really like
this.
I really like how it's all red except for Shadow's like chest.
Yeah. When you look back at this art, this is some good art, right? It's kind of weird given the circumstances. It's kind of cringy today, but like it's good art.
That image on the left
ass.
thing. It's not necessarily a good thing, but I feel it intensely, and
I have very strong feelings with the one on the left, but overall, I just like how it looks. I like the artwork, and then like just the concept of someone pointing a gun at Amy Rose. It's kind of funny to me.
There has been worse Sonic art. There has been a lot worse Sonic art.
Now that we're continuing, we're going to the new Akai Dalia Rant. This is a multi-parter.
Oh god.
Third video they've made on this one person. So this...
Can I question real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because it seems like Akai has not done enough to be worth 3 videos.
She has not.
She's been like every other weird, cringy Sonic.
Yeah, the last video was literally just the repeated arguments with added evidence.
So
of like,
why are we honing in on her? What makes
because
Akai
she's
special?
Weird. Because her character is provocative and
she's different. Get it.
This character, the person who draws this is sexually attracted to Sonic. That's kind of weird, bro. Am I right?
So many other people. Why is it her that they keep focusing in on?
See, the problem is you're asking too many questions.
The problem is you're expecting Sonic fans to make sense.
That's the thing, is that she's popular. That's a big point, is that she's popular in doing this.
Gotcha.
That's about it. That's the best argument, is that she has fans.
How long, what was the interval between her getting popular and these rants popping up?
Like, they both started happening around 2013, so I'd say within a few months.
Okay, so they very close together.
Very close together, yeah.
Got it. Okay, this
she
makes
started
sense
she started having her own base of people who hated her, like around the time she created Akai, but that just sort of spiraled out when someone made this whole rant series.
Got it. Okay.
Right? So third video of the series. Okay. Akai fans are now aware of the rant series. That's a big one, is that now people who like Akai are aware that these rants exist, and so they're responding to these rants, and now a bunch of drama is ensuing. They repeat the argument that Akai looks like Amy. I think at this point they're doing like the Jeopardy theme while they show images of Akai recolored over Amy, and like these characters are so similar. And then they start reviewing her second comic series, Convergence of Fate, where Sonic is a vampire, Akai is a vampire hunter, and they have no chemistry, but they kiss anyways because they look cute together.
I mean, that's a lot of movies.
That's a lot of movies.
That is a
And
lot
like,
of
if you
movies.
look at this art, kind of cringy, still looks pretty cool, right?
I don't
This
know if
video
I go
gets-
straight to cool.
it looks decent. It's well drawn, right?
Yeah.
But
I would say filter, but again, it catches my eye. I continually find myself looking at it throughout you speaking.
if you like squint your eyes and forget who Sonic the Hedgehog is, it's pretty good.
Again, I've seen worse. There has been worse
Yeah,
Sonic.
there has been tons worse than this. This is nothing compared to the worst. So They start reviewing this comic, and the review gets cut in half because of the YouTube time limit at the time. So they have to make it a multi-parter. The second part is just a conclusion of the comic, and then they remember how at the beginning of the Rant series they were both talking really calmly? It started scaling up with Sonic 93 getting progressively more angry as the series went on, and at this point she's at max anger mode. She's like screaming in her like $20 Walmart mic about Akai Dalia. So
What a life.
yeah.
I mean,
So they conclude the review, and then their main argument about why the series sucks is that Akai is a Mary Sue. Which again is a very common argument, not just for Akai, but at the time of all OCs, is that your character is a Mary Sue. But yeah, so that's the second part of the new Akaidalia rant. The third part that they make, they repeat the argument that Akai looks like Amy. Sonic 93 is getting even, like, she's at max anger, so she's screaming about, like, these characters looking the same. And then they make this really weird argument about how Jane is going back and forth about whether or not she likes Amy. Because I think it's clear at this point that Amy and Akai have a lot of similarities, that they're, like, hedgehogs who are pink and like Sonic. And I think Jane was sort of relating to Amy, but also didn't like the associations. So there was sort of like a weird love-hate relationship with the character that this artist had. And they don't really make an argument about why this is a bad thing. They just sort of state it as if it's a problem.
well, Amy existed before Kai, right?
Amy definitely existed before.
Oh my
Kai.
god, are you kidding me?
Influence, right?
That obviously it was an influence. There's very clear
So
influence
of
between
course
these
there's
characters.
some love there.
Yeah, but they're like, and it's not a problem that that's similar at all. But she just sort of has this weird love-hate relationship between.
That's totally
Amy.
understandable.
That's totally understandable. They just state this like it's a problem, though, and that's really confusing to me. All right, so the fourth rant video that they make, Jane at this point is now she is herself is aware of these rant videos now, and she's responding through images. We're still in 2013, by the way. Year hasn't
It was a
changed.
slow year for Sonic. We just had Sonic last world, and that was it.
Yeah,
We had like the world's weirdest Mario game.
so they're repeating earlier critiques, but more aggressively. Fans are calling for an end to the drama, as you can see here. Jane does not take kindly to it. Because it's again Akai and Amy being drawn together, and it's like no. Just so you get an idea of what these, because the style of these rants hasn't changed. So this is a screenshot straight from the rant, where it's just a drawing Akai made with like yellow Arial font above Sonic and Shadow to describe them. And like their argument here is that Akai should break up with Sonic and date Shadow instead.
Oh my god.
You know you've succeeded as an artist when your critic is telling you to change your shit because they care that much.
Yeah!
If you get that reaction, you've won.
Yeah! So it's a weird fucking criticism to make, especially since they supposedly hate Akai. But anyways, the fifth video that they make, Akai looks like Amy again. Jane changes Akai's colors from dark pink to red to get rid of that association between Akai and Amy, to try and like stub it, but people still point out like, say they're hedgehogs and red is close to pink, so they're still similar. Sonic 93 calls Akai ugly in this video, and then adds on the inside.
What is that?
And then fans are now pointing out that Akai's outfit is similar to Yoruichi Shihoben from Bleach, which is this character.
Oh.
This is a screenshot directly from the rant video. They like take a JPEG of the character from Bleach and like squish her to fit in the 4x3.
Yeah. It's clearly photo manipulated.
Yeah.
It's so fucking weird. And I also don't see like the pants, I guess, are kind of similar. They both got scarves.
The top
The
is completely
shoes?
different.
The top is
They have really defined
different.
crotch lines. Holy shit.
Really?
Okay.
Really defined crotch. But yeah. Anyways, the sixth video that they make on Akai in the same series. This is a part 6. I've changed the slide already if you can't see it yet. But
Worship me.
Oh my god.
okay, so basically what happens here, Jane gets troll art, as the ranters call it. and Jane's trying to respond to this by being equally like insulting to the person who made it, and it just falls flat on its face because it's like said in sarcastic tone, like, "Wow, you did a really good job on this. Proud of you." Winky face, and it just comes off like there's absolutely no tone carried over, right? And then, okay, that happens. Jane starts drawing Sonato art again out of nowhere. But she starts trying to make it like this is old art I drew before and I'm just archiving it. But it's very clearly done in her current style, so everyone is like, yeah, we know you're drawing Sonato art right now. Why are you trying to hide this as something else? And like the first guess that people make is like, okay, you ship Sonic and Shadow with Akai, and you don't want them dating each other, so you gotta break that up, right? You kind of got to bite that in the nub. But remember, she started getting popular from a Sonato Yaoi comic, so this is not taken well by her core fans. Okay. So yeah.
This is a
by
journey.
the way, one of the biggest things that come with Part 6 is the Akai boob image.
Oh god! Oh god!
Don't worry. This is like Simpsons level nudity. You won't see any nipple. You won't see any genito. This is just gonna be. I'm warning you right now.
Showing this in a university setting?
Yes, you all signed the contract, so I'm allowed to show this to you.
I did not sign any contract.
So you're about to
I
see
signed
the
it for you, Becky.
You're about to see the Akai boom image. Prepare yourselves. You can't stop me from showing this to you.
Oh my god.
Now you might notice a few problems with this. I'm just going to say that Amy is 14 years old and move on. But okay, as a kid watching this I'm like 13 at this point. I'm like, yeah, Akai's cringe and stupid. But also, wow, this art's pretty good, am I right, guys?
Well, I see why 13-year-old Roland liked this.
Roland's obsession with all kids began here.
Jesus Christ.
So, all right, 7th video. This is the last part of the rant series. This entire part is dedicated to Akai's fans about how much they suck, and they ended off with Sonic 93 and Amy-chan drawing their own parody pictures, as they call it. So on the left is Sonic 93's parody picture. And then on the right is Amy-chan's parody picture.
Oh my god.
And this is the end of their Akai Dalia rant. After 9 videos, it's 2014 now. Things are finally winding down, and so they decide what else to do but make a 10th fucking video about the same fucking person. And I'm watching this in 2014.
Okay, can I?
Yeah.
The people making these videos,
Okay.
are they doing other things?
Like in real life, probably.
No,
but not on the
on
YouTube
YouTube, like on the
channel.
Their entire YouTube channel turned into ranting about this random mundane Sonic horror softcore porn fanfic writer.
Yeah. Yes.
How much of a following does this YouTube channel have?
I don't even remember. Okay,
I'm
so
gonna look it up.
spoiler warning, all these videos are unarchived right now. So I don't know how many views they had, but this was like there was like a sizable amount of people watching this. Like I was watching this and I wasn't even a Sonic fan.
More than the fan of Akai Dalia?
I'd say it was about even. It was about 50-50.
So this is just a drama machine feeding into itself.
Yeah, well actually I think it was more haters than likers. Than enjoyers. So I would say it's 70-30 or something like that. So there's more people watching these videos than watching Akai herself.
What the hell? I looked up Sonic 93, and one of the first videos that came up it says the death of Sonic 93.
Okay, we're gonna get to that. Spoilers, Becky.
Sorry.
Okay, Jane is now in DMs with Sonic 93 and Amy-chan, and this entire video is just them going over DMs and making fun of her. Literally no point is made in the video other than Jane kind of cringy though.
This is cyberbullying.
This is cyberbullying, yes. So they make a second part to this. This is the last video they make on Jane Dalia. They basically end it by talking about how she treats fan art, which is genuinely bad. Like this is a good argument that they make. And then she starts drawing Sonic and Shadow fighting each other, like beating each other up and stuff. And then she decides to end her Sonato Yaoi comic by having them get into a fight, break up. Sonic's the one that's pregnant, so he has the kids. He starts a family, and Shadow starts stalking them. And that's the end of the fucking series.
Perfect. That is perfect for a series like that.
That is absolutely perfect for a series like that. But like,
Amazing!
also, Ed, can I appeal to you again? Is that within Shadow's character? All right, thank you, Ed. They end this video by bringing on a guest who has a Levi rantsona, and I have no clue what their point is other than Akai sucks and is bad. And then they're like, all right, our final thoughts on Akai are she's bad or Jane's bad and Akai the character is bad. And I keep getting that mixed up because Jane is the artist and Akai is the character, but at this time, Jane is going by Akai as well.
Got it.
So that's the end of this 11-part rant series. It's 4 hours long. This is all real. I watched fucking all of it multiple times when I was 13, and then I watched it over again for this lecture. Okay, so what did this all lead to? We have Akai Dalia. She is now a contentious figure in the Sonic community. A lot of people, more people hate her than like her at this stage. And so in order to escape from the sort of hatedom she started, she deletes her DeviantArt account and starts a new, terrible. She starts a new one called Cobalt Pie to sort of start from scratch, sort of get that sort of musk of hatred off of her. It doesn't work. People just follow her there. She removes the character Akai. Akai doesn't exist anymore. There's now Jane Scarlet Dahlia, who's a different character, and she goes by Jane now, not Akai. She goes by all sorts of names, but not Akai, specifically not Akai anymore.
Wait,
Sonic 90.
Is that the character dressed in a chili dog costume?
Yeah, that's Akai or Jane dressed as a chili dog.
Okay.
For Sonic the Hedgehog, right?
I appreciate that.
Yeah. So Sonic 93 and Amy Chan go on to make a new rant series on another person called Yoshi Wee One, who's just like a weird, oddest Sonic fan who's really into Tsunami. He has a thing for Arthur Reed's mom, and that's about the worst thing you can say about
Arthur.
Arthur Reed from Arthur, the cartoon.
No.
Oh my god, what?
So, kind of weird, kind of cringe, not based, but still not worth making 2 hours worth of rants, which they do. By the way, this artwork in the middle, again, I couldn't find a source for. I don't know who drew it.
What is that artwork in the middle?
What the fuck? Why does his sword have a swastika?
That's how he presents himself online.
Why does he have a swastika on his sword?
Oh no!
Right?
Question?
Oh god!
I don't know.
What the fuck?
I fucking don't know. I don't actually think it's intentional.
You don't want to fuck with this guy.
I don't want to fuck with him.
We'll call you.
But anyways,
all right. Here's my take. All right.
Okay.
So I'm not saying this guy is like an alt-right weirdo. Okay.
Yeah,
what I'm saying is, I know what year was this?
This was 2014.
Okay. Maybe I'm not familiar with it, but I know Bleach had like a weird area where like Ichigo was learning like a new thingy, and like his new power was that he was able to summon a new weapon, but the weapon was like the swastika, but it wasn't like that swastika. It was like the
other
original
one,
meaning
right? Like
of
the
it.
Buddhist one.
Yeah, the Buddhist one. But then like the author quickly scrapped it because it was like.
Oh yeah, that's Nazis. I forgot about those.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know if that happened around the same time as this, but I feel like that could be a theory.
So after they make 2 hours of videos on Yoshi Wee 1, Amy Chan suddenly disappears from the YouTube channel. She never appears again, and so Sonic 93 just uses the channel to post her own Sonic Adventure Let's Plays and share fan art other people made of them. Alright, that's kind of cool. And she stops doing rants for a little while, until later she starts doing a rant on Shadouge. This video seems completely pointless. It's unarchived now, so I have no clue.
Shadouge, is that like an artist name or just like the concept of the shit?
The concept of Shadouge. Like the shit.
But that's good, what the fuck?
Like this series is unarchived. I have no clue what the arguments are. No specific people are focused on. It's just a argument on the parent. and that's what the
like
video
like arguing against the pairing.
arguing against the pairing.
It's
Like,
a
this is
good
a bad-
pairing. What the
This is
fuck?
problematic.
How?
I don't fucking know. I
Shadow
couldn't
the
watch the
Hedgehog
video. It's
actually-
unarchived.
Shadow's actually 50+ years old canonically. And Link is only 18. So that's weird.
Canonically.
All right. Years pass. It's 2018 now.
Yeah.
Some weird shit's about to go down.
And
Because
Trump's in office.
Trump's in office.
Sonic
It's been
Forces
4
just
years.
dropped.
Sonic Forces just dropped. It's been 4 years since the Akai rants. And there's now a rant video on Sonic 93 by a person named AlduinGijinka, who just appears out of nowhere. And here's the fun part. Sonic 93 turns out to be a big Silver fangirl. Like, she's a really big fan of Silver. She ships herself with both Silver and one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't know which
That's
one.
2 people. Isn't
I
that
think we all know
weird?
which one.
What do you know? Wait, what?
I think
Wait,
we
what was
all
that?
know which one, Tyler says.
I don't actually know which one. Which one, Tyler?
Keep going.
Raphael, isn't it?
Okay. She despises Blaze the cat because it gets in the way of her shipping between herself and Silver.
What? That's just what?
So are you noticing a pattern between the contents of this rant and the contents of the Akai Dalia rants? It's that these are the same exact arguments that Sonic 93 made about why Akai sucks, and she herself exhibits. So she's a hypocrite, is
Whoa.
the whole concept of this. Now, there's a very...
Okay, so it's not an elaborate thing where AlduinGijinka is actually Sonic 93 trying to make a comeback by criticizing.
No, this
Oh.
is a totally different person that's like, hey, I used to be a big fan of this person, but look at what they've become, right?
Okay.
So then they make the... Oh, they don't make this. This is an unarchived video, another one that has just been lost to time because it got deleted almost immediately. Basically, the entire contents of this video is Sonic 93 makes a video on a DeviantArt user named Melody Sugarplum, who is a Silver fangirl who makes a DA journal on the pros and cons of Silver the Hedgehog. This entire video is just complaining about the cons part of that journal. Like, how you fucker, why do you not like Silver for these reasons? These reasons suck. And it's like Silver's original game was not very good. And they're like, what does that have to do with the character? So this brings us to the video. This is the most infamous clip from the video.
Hey, let's cooperate. Someone I don't even know and just met. What the fuck is wrong with you? Seriously?
Baby, I don't understand this. You're changing my
Edit because I couldn't find the original, but she infamously yells, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" seriously during this video.
I
Very hot take. Sorry, what was that?
It's really weird because, like, has this person done anything else? Because I feel like I recognize that voice, but I have never watched any of this.
Yeah.
Sonic 93?
Yeah,
She
same, actually.
did like a Sonic Adventure Let's Play, but that's about it. Just
Yeah, I
these
know.
It
answers.
sounds like she's been memed.
She was memed in that video, yes.
She probably
That's
it's
fine.
probably
Yeah.
mean, yeah.
Well, Becky kind of spoiled it a little bit, but someone made a video called
I'm
The
so
Death
sorry.
of Sonic 93, and that video was none other than Lego Jesus.
Huh?
What?
That's a good, So this person is known as Dumbsville online. They have an Obi-Wan Kenobi Lego figure rantsona. They're based as shit. They're really into mumble rap and all that fucking cool stuff. And so he started making videos because of Sonic 93. Like, his entire influence was those earlier Akai Dalia videos. And after all this stuff comes out, this is a very, like, hard time to go through because his biggest inspiration has just turned out to be like a big lying hypocrite jerkhead, and nobody likes her. So he decides to make a video talking about it, and like in the video he's very jovial about it. Like, I can't believe this, you're a jerk and I don't like that this happened. This was a very, like, later on he would go on to say this was a very emotional video for him to make just because this was his biggest inspiration, and he's now making a video ranting on her.
Can I point something out real quick?
Yeah.
So the problem with what's the channel's name? Sonic 93?
Sonic 93.
It's not that they're a hypocrite. There is nothing wrong with liking Silver.
Right.
The problem was that they were being an asshole earlier on.
Well,
so I don't get how something
No.
come to light to change your mind.
No. The problem was that she made a 4-hour rant series on a person for the same qualities that she exhibits, and led to that person getting a huge hate them because of it.
Yeah, but I feel like her having those same traits is irrelevant to the fact that she did something wrong.
What was that? What do you think she did wrong aside from that?
She made a 5-hour rant video and some random artist yelled at them and bullied them off the internet.
No, so like this is the weird thing is that in this video, Dumbsville is talking about like, yeah, I still enjoy the Akai videos. Like these are still quality videos. Later on, he would go to like denounce all these stuff he would say, but like he's like, yeah, I enjoyed the Akai rant, the Yoshi We Won rant. I still find these videos to be entertaining. However, Sonic 93 is a hypocrite, and she shouldn't have said all of these things and then exhibit those exact same qualities. Like, you convinced us that Akai or Jane wasn't a bad person because of these reasons. So why are you exhibiting these exact same reasons, right? Is this making sense to you?
I'm seeing your point. I really don't want to derail this, so stop me if I am. But everybody else, do you feel like anything was wrong before they were a hypocrite?
Well, the sun shadow vampire, the pregnancy. That's
pregnancy art.
Okay, I don't think we're on the same page, and I don't think I can.
No,
I'm
joking. I'm joking.
Together.
That's not like morally wrong.
We're making an addendum just to clarify this. So
ask me your question.
Yeah, the thing I think that Sonic 93 did that was wrong was cyberbullying.
Yes, and I agree with you that the cyberbullying was the problem with this. And I don't think, because I was really confused around here, because I was trying to get in the mindset of the people I was talking about, or something like that. But I was trying to make the argument that Dumbsville was making in that video, that because he enjoyed the Akai videos, so he didn't see a problem with the cyberbullying. At the time, he now does. Make that known. But
okay,
the videos before then, when he was just talking about, like, the death of Sonic 93, that whole thing, his argument was that Sonic 93 was a hypocrite, and if what Akai did was bad, which was what Sonic 93 argued, and what everyone else agreed on, then that meant Sonic 93 was bad as well. And that makes Sonic 93 worse because she led to this person getting a lot of hate on them because of these arguments, and then she's exhibiting them. I hope that makes more sense.
That does help clarify things.
Yeah, so, once more, cyberbullying is wrong. My argument was not that cyberbullying wasn't the problem. I wasn't trying to make an argument myself. I was trying to clarify what the argument was in the video, and I think I got confused between all the questions.
Please don't cancel us.
Please don't cancel me, cancel Tyler, I'm fine with that. Basically, he makes a video on Dumbsville, and we start to approach the end game. Because Sonic 93 apologizes for everything she did. We're making a response video to Dumbsville saying, yeah, I was kind of being an asshole with that Melody Sugar. Like cyberbullying a person over a fictional character, which was the whole rant we went over earlier. Yeah, I should probably not have done that, and I apologize. Okay?
I like how it's labeled as the good ending.
This is the good ending, right? So they're now friends. Dumbsville has now befriended his biggest inspiration. They start collabing with each other. Dumbsville makes a video on John Gray and has Sonic 93 join him for that video. And then Sonic 93 starts making normal rant videos again. And everything is happy.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that video was on Dumbsville. So, Dumbsville Rant comes out. Basically, how this is shown to people is that first, Sonic 93 makes an AlduinGijinka rant video. The person who made the original Sonic 93 rant video. We're getting a little nested here, but I think people can follow. So, this rant video comes out. And then at the end of the AlduinGijinka rant, Sonic 93 announces that she's working on a Dumbsville rant as well. And Dumbsville, really concerned by this because he thought he was under the impression that they were friends, and so was literally everyone else on the internet. So he gets into DMs with her to talk about, hey, what's your contention with me right now? And the thing is, that Dumbsville would later go over these DMs to give his side of the story. Sonic 93 just gaslights Dumbsville throughout this entire interaction where it's like, yeah, but you said stuff and you were wrong, and I never got my side of the story, so I want to give my side. And you might have noticed this came out in 2019, and the Sonic 93 video that Dumbsville made came out in 2018. This was almost exactly a year after the original video came out. So this is all very petty, very bull. Nobody's happy about this, especially Dumbsville, who said the original video was very emotionally taxing for him. This video is even more so.
Can I ask?
Yeah, go.
Does it feel like in this video, because to me this is what I'm thinking, does it end up feeling like she's trying to, like Sonic 93, is she trying to like stir up drama again just for the sake of drama, or like...
It seems that Sonic 93 is like either very spiteful to Dumbsville still, or she is just trying to stir up drama, and it's not very clear what it is.
Well, of course they're trying to stir up drama because that's what they made their career on YouTube off of.
True.
That is true, and they're still making like Windows Movie Maker slideshow rants.
And I don't think it's that they're intentionally running around, like a sixth grader trying to create drama. I think it's just that their mindset is looking for it, and so when they see it, they're going to be the one to take it up and speak their mind. I think they're in a very righteous place from their headset.
That's completely true. So Dumbsville makes a response to this video called I'm done with Sonic 93, and then he goes on to find none other than Amy Chan to do a podcast with to talk about Sonic 93.
Amy Chan?
Amy Chan was the original person Sonic 93 was ranting with.
Ooh.
The original member of
Okay.
So Amy Chan joins the Dumbsville on a podcast, and she basically talks about how all the rant videos they made before were blown way out of proportion. And the reason Amy Chan left was because after the videos they did on Yoshi Wii 1, the person's real name was Brandon, right? So Brandon, Yoshi Wii 1, okay? Brandon had to go to counseling because of how those videos affected him, because he was actually getting bullied both online and in real life by people, and so he had to go into counseling. This broke Amy Chan, and she couldn't do those rant videos anymore, so she just left the channel and seemingly disappeared from the internet. I believe she was still doing stuff, but not really anything important or interesting. So this is the true end game. Sonic 93 is now very largely hated by a majority of the people online. Jane got her groove back. Her reputation turned 180. People started enjoying her again. And Jane got the last laugh. She made this piece of artwork depicting Sonic 93 going fucking wild. And then Scarlet standing above her, tell me what's the feeling.
That's so cool.
That's so petty. I love it.
Yeah, it's really good. This is probably one of her biggest pieces, most popular pieces of artwork today.
This is genuinely great art on that conceptual level.
Yeah, it's a really good piece. I agree. And now, while I was working on this lecture, Jane made another piece of art reflecting on her past a bit. So we have Jane Scarlet on the left and Jane Akai on the right, sort of comparing the two together, sort of like a reflection of her past. And this sort of affected me in a really weird way, because although I find Akai to be very cringy, Jane to have all this weird Sonic fetish art stuff, and that's kind of weird, I have to admit, I have taken a lot of influence from Jane Scarlet Dalia, from Jane Akaidalia, from all this. I made a fucking graphic novel in the 8th grade about fucking Akai because of how much I enjoyed those videos.
Oh my god.
It's true.
My god.
Oh, I just realized.
I'm here to confess my sins today to you all. I fucking made a fucking graphic novel about Akai, and
I want to point out the page 40.
Page 40 of 200, by the by. So this is a big fucking graphic novel I made in 8th grade, as I said. And the whole plot is just Akai kidnaps one of my characters and then says the shipping with Sonic is just for publicity. She wants a real boyfriend. So you can kind of see where my teenage brain was going with this.
Oh
Because
my god.
in reality, I had a weird fascination with Akai. I didn't just hate her, I had a weird love-hate relationship. And so, after I realized this, I sort of didn't know what the fuck to do, because that's fucking weird. This is like a fucking Sonic OC furry girl that I'm... Okay, yeah,
I know what
guess
you
I
should do.
What should I do?
Give a lecture on it.
Exactly! And that's what I did today. I confessed my sins and everything. And that's the video. Thank you all. I hope you enjoyed the Akai Dalia lecture.
That was
I hope this was a
fantastic.
pleasure to do.